Now, one of the Irish voices that you may have heard talking about the ongoing crisis in Syria over the past 24 hours belongs to Cork woman Ettie Higgins. She is the deputy representative for Unicef in Syria, and she's seen the conflict unfold from inside the country. On a visit to a refugee camp in neighbouring Jordan, she spoke to our reporter, Philip Bromwell.
Yeah, it's been a really very busy time since I've been there, obviously, and I've witnessed myself firsthand during my trips outside of Damascus in particular, even to rural Damascus, the tragedy for the children of Syria. In particular, I travelled to Aleppo, where I've witnessed children living in extremely difficult circumstances. For example, in one apartment where there was a load of children crowded in, there was 80 girls crowded into a 4-bedroom apartment, which was very difficult to see, but this is why UNICEF is there on the ground to try and deliver for children across all different parts of the country.
How difficult is the job on the ground?
It's challenging, definitely it's challenging. For example, security is definitely our biggest challenge at the moment. We have mitigating measures. Obviously we try to travel to safe areas and get to know the community very well, and they assist us then to work in those communities together with our local partners. We work with a lot of local non-governmental organisations. We work with the Syrian Arab Red Crescent, and it's through the bravery of those people that we're able to deliver. Together with the UNICEF team, we have about 90 staff now on the ground in Syria, and we're expanding every week.
You're here to do a job, and it's an incredible job that you're doing. But does Syria get under your skin? Does the situation that's facing the people that you're living amongst, how does that affect you?
Well, I think it's definitely, Syria is unlike any other emergency that I've worked in. I've worked with UNICEF now for more than 10 years. It's one that definitely gets under your skin, where really you drop everything else to focus on doing your best for the children there and doing your best to ensure that they have the basic access to basic services that Irish children would have at home, even if it's something simple like getting a new school bag for the beginning of the school year or getting a warm blanket for the cold winter.
How do you see the future? How do you see the next 12 months unfolding?
Well, from the humanitarian perspective, if we don't get more support and if we don't continue to scale up our operation across the country, definitely children's lives are in peril. The reality is the conflict is continuing. Even if it's not in the headlines, the conflict in Syria is continuing, and we see it and we witness it on a daily basis, and it has tragic consequences for the children there. So we need to keep up the efforts, sustained efforts, to try and help as many of the children inside of Syria and the surrounding countries as much as possible.